Hello and welcome to VETTEL Sports Daily on a Friday. This is where you get the latest stories from the world of sports, and we have plenty coming your way. Today on the show, Zimbabwe cricketers' confident season will proceed smoothly despite COVID-19 cases. Anthony Joshua returns to the ring after a long COVID break. We scour the internet for some weird and wacky sports stories. And Tino Muringai talks Dynamos and the pressure associated with one of the biggest teams in Zimbabwe. You're watching Sports Daily right here on VETTEL. First up, we talk cricket. There were 5 positive COVID-19 cases on the eve of the Logan Cup. The positive players have since been put in isolation. In a statement, Zimbabwe Cricket said that they were confident the matches will proceed without disruptions. We get an update on the story from our reporter Brighton Jawi, who was at Harare Sports Club earlier today.
Thank you, Charmaine. Well, obviously the big story this week has been the 5 confirmed COVID cases. Zimbabwe Cricket tested 100 players before on the eve of the bubble, and 5 returned positive. Well, we understand these players have been in isolation, so they've been separated from other players to stop the spread of the disease. In a statement, Zimbabwe Cricket assured that the season will go smoothly without any disruptions. Obviously, it's going to be 2 games. This one going on here at our Sports Club, Eagles taking on Mountaineers, and all the Radiants, it's Tuskers versus Rhinos. Still on the action, well, Kevin Kasuza was the star of the show on day 1. He scored a 70. The game at Older Radiants was disrupted by rain. And today's day 3, teams are looking to gain control and win the game. There have been 350s, Tinotina Mtombodzi, Kevin Kasuza, and Takuzwa Kaitano at Older Radiants. Next week, the games continue. Rocks will make their much awaited return to the domestic front after 6 seasons without cricket in Masvingo. Right now, they're training here at our Sports Club, and they'll take on Tuskers here at our Sports Club as well. And Eagles will play their second game against Rhinos at Older Radiants. So, well, Logan Cup is here, and we keep checking on how it goes. Because, well, cricket has been local sport to use the bubble concept. So Zimbabwe Cricket is setting a standard, which can help other sporting disciplines to see how it goes.
Still with cricket, Zimbabwe Cricket's talent drain continues. This follows English county side Nottinghamshire signing of former under-19 wicket keeper Dane Skedendorf. He has been signed on a 2-year contract. He is a British passport holder and has committed to the English domestic game. Skedendorf made headlines at the Under-19 World Cup earlier this year after making a brilliant backhand stamping against New Zealand. He follows the footsteps of his brother Jayden, who also played for Zimbabwe Under-19 but is now based in the UK. Names like Nick Welch, Eddie Byram have also committed to the English game. Now take a look at tennis. Top Zimbabwe junior tennis player Ethan Sibande is dreaming of a first ITF Juniors title. The 16-year-old player from Bulawayo today beat Britain's William Jansen 6-4, 6-4 to move into his second successive ITF World Tennis Junior Tournament final. Sibande will play Israel's Itai Biti in tomorrow's final at Harare Sports Club.
The guy who I'm playing tomorrow, I know how to play him. I'm looking forward to win tomorrow, to get my first ITF title. I'm looking forward to beat him tomorrow.
Now, as we move on to boxing, Anthony Joshua returns to the ring when he begins to defend his title against Kubrat Pulev on Saturday, the 12th of December. The fight was meant to take place in June, but it was postponed due to the coronavirus pandemic. Anthony Joshua has not fought since he won against Andrew Ruiz Jr. in Saudi Arabia last December, so there is excitement ahead of the bout. Now in Formula One, Lewis Hamilton will take part in this weekend's Abu Dhabi Grand Prix after testing negative for COVID-19. Seven-time world champion missed the Sakhir Grand Prix in Bahrain last weekend after contracting coronavirus. Hamilton arrived in Abu Dhabi on Thursday after completing 10 days of quarantine in Bahrain. Fellow Briton George Russell, who starred on his Mercedes debut at the Sakhir Grand Prix as Hamilton's stand-in, will now return to Williams. Formula One's governing body, the FIA, confirmed that Hamilton had returned a number of negative COVID-19 tests before traveling for the final race of the season. Still with Formula One, this weekend's Abu Dhabi Grand Prix will mark the end of an era as Sebastian Vettel will make his 109th and final race entry with Ferrari, concluding a heterogeneous chapter that began in 2015. Vettel's ultimate goal of taking home a championship with the Maranello-based squad has failed, but the German still leaves behind a successful stint, firmly embedding himself into the history books of Formula One's most distinguished team. Ferrari has proceeded with a changing of the guard following Charles Leclerc's breathtaking rise, with Vettel forced to find new pastures after being ousted at a team that was formally structured around him. Now, when we come back, we'll be giving you the trending and exciting sports stories from the internet.
COVID-19, it's a very, very dangerous disease. So I'm encouraging you every day to sanitize and regularly wash your hands, maintain social distance, don't take it easy. Coronavirus is a very dangerous disease. COVID-19, it's very, very, very tricky. It is taking many lives per week according to the statistics. So let's practice hygienic to fight this pandemic. Coronavirus is very real. I hope I find you safe. I love you all. Let's be safe.
You're watching Sports Daily right here on ZTN. Now, to start off our weird and wacky sports stories, X throwing is a very, very dangerous game. I really just don't understand why people do some of these things. Now, after losing to Real Madrid, Gladbach needed Shakhtar to draw with Inter Milan for them to qualify for the knockout stages of the Champions League.
Mais qu'est-ce qu'il fait l'arbitre, wesh? Il a laissé 8 minutes.
And well done to the team. They are really, really content with the results. Now the ping pong master of trick shots is back again with some more trick shots.
Yes! Come on!
Very cool. I'd like to try that someday. I just hope it works. Now, when you discover how good your child is in sport, you have to start training them.
Yeah, they go, good kick. Yay. Oh, good kick.
Kids are just amazing, aren't they? Remember, you can find us on our various social media platforms. On Twitter, we are at ZTN News, as well as at ZTN Sport. You can also find us on Facebook at Zim Papers TV Network. On YouTube, we are at ZTN, and our website is ztn.co.zw. Next up, we bring you the Stars Corner.
Hello and welcome to Stars Corner right here on ZTN Sports Daily. This show is brought to you by Remington Gold, the official partners for Dynamo's Football Club. Now today, as usual, every Friday, we always give you a profile on one of the greatest and upcoming greatest Dynamo's players. Could be a player, could be someone in the technical team, who knows? But today, it's a Friday and we will be giving you an update on who we will have on the show. But before we even get there, we have an opportunity to give you this Remington Gold replica jersey, the official Dynamo's jersey for this season, this 2020 season. Now, as you all know, we have the opportunity we are blessed actually today in the studio with one of the best left backs at Dynamo's Football Club, Tino Muringai. Tino, how are you?
I'm okay, sir. How is it?
Great. How did you end up at Dynamo's? Chicha pusha kutuso petsera decide and not time radimai.
As a team, biggest team in country. So ndaingowisha kubva kudhara ndakazokura ndatambira Dynamos ndoyandaisapotwo futi pautara chitomboingotora diki chitombokete nawo magames yakomo wedu like vaitamba namunyaradzi titombona makete nawo saipapo kubva kudhara ndagara ndichingoifarira wese makazowana mukana wekuzondichiya kutimu kwacho then pandakazongonototi
Dynamos has been rebuilding, they've been taking other players, but you waramba uripo. So how does that make you feel, making you know that uripo and they have faith in you?
Yeah, as in panatanga ndakangowa ndi munhu ane confidence pane zvese ndaingoita ndaingoisa zvinhu zvangu 100% and pataitambawo ndaingokomita zvese ndichingoti ndo magame acho sandofanira kungoweka pane zvese zvandinokwanisa kuita sanongoti papa ndakangozo pane vakazosarawo ipapo semunhu aiweko hard ndakazongwani kondiripo.
You happen to have the gift of a free kick taker. Saka, how often do you practice? Practice akangani ma free kicks ako?
Like semunhu akangokurira ari mazviriwo achingotamba padaitamba kuma schools papo ndairova mafree kicks usingaiti kumaschools sata zvangogara zviri mandiri even kuti now ndingopractice even ndiri kumba kwese kunenge small ground kanenge ari kwetu kudhuze neomarengi kwedu tichingotrainawo ngosungirirawo chingorowo technique semunhu akaenda futi kuacademy izvo technique yange iripo futi.
What has been your most humiliating? Wanatati hapana apa ndakamakisa ndichitambira Dubai and what has been that moment?
Yeah, like nandichiri mudiki sa panic yauya like ukatadza kunopasa mafanzotanga kushauta zvezvinhu but taizongocontaina yaigonoramba rangu ndichingoti zvinoita chete like paunotowatadza pepe then uzogona uzongoita rimwe move ona vanhu futi vakufara sando zvazongopa kuti ndisaite pressure kuzi vanhu vacho vanenge vachitofara futi kana ukaita zvakanaka ukaita zvatadza vanosuwa sa always ndo zvangu.
It's part of football. Europe, it's always difficult to be consistent, but you have managed to do that. So how does that make you feel? You have been consistent enough, and waramba uniches.
Quick hard. Always I train. Pacing go zhinji ndechiko trainer. Atina zvinhu zvatinombesa. Sometimes even your fitness. Uripane zvese zvaunongoitraina uri kumba uri tiri kutraining but unongoudzwa mainstructions uchiteerera zvese zvechitaurwa nacoach zvavatuite tichiteerera kumba futi tononotraina kuti the same saka ndo zvimwe zvacho zvaita kuti tingoramba ndiripo pane vamwe.
Ndiani waunoti akakutemesa musoro unoti blazans utomboda kwaona?
Yeah, like pataitamba neCaps first debut rangu pataitamba neCaps kusati kwanga kuna Bamusa nomhanya nespeed sawana nespeed obvious plus ari mupfupi ane speed obvious anonetsa kuma ngari angweswa bhora oro kuenda pamberi.
So that is Tino Muringai just giving us an update of how life has been like for him at Dynamo's Football Club and how he's continuing with his journey. But now we are about to give you an opportunity to put your hands on this fabulous Remington Gold official Dynamo's football jersey for this season. Now Tino is going to ask you a question, and if you get the answer right, you just put it down in our comment section and you will have this jersey delivered to you in your hands. Now Tino, tovati chivanhu kuti vawine jersey.
I don't go to the second name rangu.
Right, if you know Tino's second name, Muringai's second name, you will get your hands on this jersey. Just write it in the comment section and this jersey will be yours. Well, that was it for Stars Corner. It is brought to you by Remington Gold, the official Dynamos sponsors and official Dynamos partners here on Sports Daily. It's been good being with the left back and catching up with him. But all we have to say is we have to leave it here. It is a Friday, and goodbye.
And that was Lance Chihande giving you the Stars Corner. And that's all we had for today. We are back again on Monday with another rundown of what's happening in the sporting world. I'm Shamin Chasweka. Thank you for watching and have a great weekend.